Good morning to you all out there. It is the fishless one here again. Hope you're all well. Now, where have I come today? I've come down to a place called Selsey. So a bit further on from where I fished before, Church Norton, which is several miles going that way. Selsey main town's literally just behind me. I'm in a place called East Beach. So I've got Andy with me, he's just up there, and we're fishing into a dropping tide at the moment. I think low tide's about 2, so we're going to fish it out and we're going to fish it back in again. And the water today is absolutely crystal clear. Baits, I'm going to stick with 2 rods, both with multipliers. I've got a clip down long trace on here with a prawn and some black lug with a pennel, and then I've got a 2-hook flapper on this with salted lug tipped off with squid. One is a grip lead, the other one's a moving lead. I might need to change it, but I'll lob these out and see how we get on. What we're going to catch, I really don't know. What I'm going to catch is probably not a lot. What Andy's going to catch is probably quite a lot. So I'm going to get these chucked out. It is absolutely baking hot and it's only 8:30. I've lathered myself up with suntan lotion because I got a little bit of a burning last time I was down here. So really looking forward to it, I have to say. And yeah, it's one of those summer days, no breeze. The wind was northwesterly, but there's nothing down here. Sea's flat, flat, flat. So bit of a mackerel day. But we'll see how we get on. This will just be a bit of a lob out, nothing too extraordinary. Oh, and there we have the good old bird's nest. Marvellous, because I was being a lazy idiot. And Andy's looking at me thinking, I wonder if he wanted to cast that distance. Try again. That'll do. Perfect. And then the other one, I'm going to try and cast inside of it. And then not crossing Andy is the plan. Right, trap that there. So that's the non-gripper. See how we get on with that. And the other one, little chap. So I'm going to cross over that line and get it a little further out. And this is the clip down one. Oh yeah, that'll do. We have Eric in front of us who's taking a bit of a paddle. And his owner is asking Eric to come along, and Eric's going, no, I'm enjoying the sea too much. I'm staying in the sea. The sea is very lovely. You've obviously got him really well trained, haven't you? Yeah. He's going, you're being stupid. It's really hot. I'm going in the water. Eric don't want to come out. Bless him. It's really lovely being down here early. It's like being on holiday, is the only way to describe it. Like we're in the south of Spain somewhere. But I've had an interesting week. I've just seen I'm fishing from groin 32. I have kind of wised up to social media, so Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I've joined a few fishing groups who have like 10,000, 20,000 members, and then because I've joined those groups, people have then asked, could they be my friends who are fishing people? But in amongst the fishing people, you get the odd person who's a bit strange, because last night I was flicking through and Francois in France was sending me messages. Now I speak a little bit of French, so I was answering, you know, what are you doing today? Well, I'm sitting here having a glass of wine watching TV. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm really excited, I'm going to the sea. Oh, that's lovely to hear. And then I had, what do you do for a living? So I buzzed back what I did for a living and where do you live? So I buzzed back, I live down near the south coast. And I then got, could you send me a photograph? And I thought, that's very odd. A bloke asking me for a photograph. I better have a look at their site. Anyway, I looked at their site and there was a lovely looking lady looking out. And I then looked at her details, single, and there was her daughter. And she was a lovely looking lady. So my wife got the arse with me when I showed it to her and was going, you stupid man. But this girl was old enough to be my daughter. And she said, ignore it. So I did. So then I got a question mark, like, where's my photo? So I ignored that. And then she attached a photo, and I will leave to your imagination what the photo was all about. But maybe I'm just old and I'm not really kind of in it when it comes to the internet world, and I suspect my daughter will go, Dad, you stupid man. So now I look very closely at these people before I accept them, and I look at their, are they actually catching fish? Now she was associated with other people who did catch fish, but obviously she wasn't after fish, she was after something else. And I then this morning had an invite from a lady in America who, no information about her at all, and I looked at her hobbies and pastimes, men and women. How about that? So yeah, I'm glad I'm fishing. Anyway, I wish I'd brought beer, I have to say. The eagle-eyed amongst you will go, hold on a minute, why is he fishing in fog when he was in bright sunshine? Basically, Andy and I fished all day. It was weed, it was spider crabs, no bites, loads of people, which you'd expect on a really, really hot day, splashing about, water really clear. Fished till late in the evening and then gave up. And Sunday yesterday, Monday today, so a day later. Andy's not here, he's at work. Ross is coming down, he'll be here in the next hour. Ross has just turned up, and look what he's brought. He has brought beer. Now I know there are a few of you out there say I shouldn't really be drinking lager, I should be drinking real ale, and that the lager affects the fishing. But this obviously is not for now, it's for lunchtime. So we'll see how we get on. And I really, 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 really hope that I catch a fish today, because I'm starting to get very depressed. But all you can do is just keep going and keep going. A bit like life. Right, Ross has saved the day. Loads of weed, but we knew these were here. It's a little black bream, so yeah, well done, Ross. Right, we're going to get this chap back in the water. A few of these fishing boats are now starting to come back in, top of the tide, so they moor up against one of those buoys, anchored, and then chug back in on the little tiny little putt-putt boats that they have. Where would I be without my friend Ross? He has saved the day, so this is number 2 bream for him, and he's really, really happy about it. Now, some of the problems that we've been having are these lovely creatures, spider crabs. I've just reeled this one in, but this one's got caught, whoa, somewhere in its joint here, and I'm loath to hurt it, so I'm going to go and get a pair of pliers. No. we can get this out. Come on, it's for your own good. I don't want to eat you. There, that wasn't too bad. So I'm going to pop you back. Starting to really show me up now. This is number 3 for him. I've caught a fish. Hooray! Am I bitter? No. This is number 4 for Ross, so he's having a stormer of a day. Just had a belter of a bite and was rewarded with this beautiful bream. Fantastic little fish. I'm so happy. Finally, I've caught something. Way! Well, it's been a day of contrast today. Ross has beaten me yet again, but at least I caught fish this time, so yeah. I would have got very disheartened if I hadn't caught any, but it's all gone a bit quiet. The tide's dropped now. I've lost one set of tackle, Ross has lost a set of tackle, so we're also fishing onto a snag. Divers swimming up and down in front of us. I don't really get that, but there we go. Maybe that's his diving patch and we're fishing in it. So I'm going to clutter off and drive for the next 2 hours. To all those new subscribers, thanks for joining. It is appreciated, and I'm charging towards 500. So if you could make me get to 500 by a few more of you subscribing out there, I'd really appreciate it. I go really regularly. Next weekend, not going to be going, unfortunately. I'm going to, rather depressing really, a memorial for a friend of mine who died with Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. But, you know, that's the circle of life, isn't it? We are all in amongst it, and I'm very fortunate to be able to go fishing. So look after yourselves, take care, and until the next one, which will be in 2 weeks' time,